Call of Duty changed my life in general. I feel that well, Warzone came out in about 2020, and so the pandemic was right there. Like basically, like had just came around. It was starting to get all announced and all that stuff. But I know that I was a year late to Warzone, and so when I started playing Call of Duty in Warzone, I just felt like it was just enjoyable, the fluidity of it. I mean, and this is speaking from a casual standpoint. This is not speaking from a professional gaming creator or just a professional, just straight up CDL player, you know what I mean? But as far as like a casual, someone who works, I have a few side businesses and hustles, and then I also like have my career and everything. Someone who just doesn't have a lot of time, I'd really recommend definitely like getting into Call of Duty, because they get straight to the point on a lot of stuff. But Call of Duty changed so much. I was a year late on Warzone, and when I started picking it up, there's such a learning curve to the game, and I feel like it's incredible that it actually favors casuals. I know people on the opposite end are gonna like really not like that at all, but it favors casuals like myself. I have a point 0.6 KD, and I think it favors me a lot as far as skill-based matchmaking, aim assist. I play on PC and Xbox, and I use aim assist on both. So technically speaking, I use my PC for my content creation such as this, and then I also just plug in my control via with my PC, and then I'm able to get into that. But Warzone overall did change a lot, because what I used to do, I used to travel a lot for work. And so when all that stuff started happening, I worked definitely straight up virtual remote, and I was just stuck at home all day. And Warzone had such a learning curve, and I had never played Call of Duty up until this point. Like I had the older Xbox, I had the Xbox One S, and then I had I didn't get the Series S till later. And so how it all started was that like I hit up one of my old friends when that pandemic started, and then I was just like, hey, hey, good. You want to play some Halo? And I was on the Xbox One. Like that thing was old. It was like 2020 on the Xbox One. And he was like, yeah, we would play. And he would play on his Series S. And so, oh no, was it the Series S? No, he just played on his. No, I played on my 360. He played on his Xbox One. And then he ended up getting his Series X later, of course. But besides all that, I never like played a Call of Duty game in my life. I didn't notice how fast the TTK was and how like addicting it can be when you're playing things like Rebirth and things like War, like just Battle Royale in general. I never played a Battle Royale. I played a lot of arena shooters, like the older Halos. But I played Black Ops Zombies. I never got into multiplayer because I was so broke that I didn't really have internet service all the time. So before that, I had just like never had really jumped into a full in-depth Call of Duty. So speaking from a casual standpoint, this game really just changed everything, because it gets straight to the point while also providing just like ultimate feedback. And there's just so much to know and so much things to really abide by. Not really button mashing or anything, but more like how fast your critical skills are. And it's helped me out with that a lot. And it also helped me out really delve into just tech in general. Playing Call of Duty wanted me to reach further into tech, and it later, now this was not based on my gameplay, but it allowed for me to really dive more into technology and PC building, and building my PCs and buying pre-builds and then building them and flipping them. And then it also like allowed for me to create a brand for myself outside of what I used to do. And that was because I was traveling the world at that point, and then I had to stay stagnant at home. And so I thought that was pretty dope. And when I was building all these PCs, I started learning like really spec by spec. And then I started getting more into virtual reality. And I was fortunate enough to work with companies like G Fuel and Rocket, which is kind of looks like Rocat. A lot of popular streamers utilize their keyboards, mouses. I was able to work with One Audio, which I have the One Audios on right now. They send me tons of free stuff. Find Mic, which the mic I'm talking into right now, they are great friends of mine. Also, G Fuel is a friend of mine on TikTok, and it allowed me, speaking of TikTok, allowed me to mass like over hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, which allowed for me to get more, sponsored deals and stuff like that. I'm not Tim the Tatman or Dr. Disrespect, but Call of Duty was a huge foundation for that and how it changed, and it just built like confidence in me. It gives me something to look forward to every day. It gives me something to have fun when I'm alone. I'm not like, I don't have anybody. I'm just single. I live in my own home. And I just, if I want to distract myself for a bit. Now, I don't just solely game. like my intentions are never to get paid to just game, but I enjoy the essence of creation. And so with Call of Duty, I don't really create like my best clips content. I like to like make fun of myself. And so Call of Duty really helped me out with that. Also, it helped me with storytelling, making fun of myself, and building like comedy skits. And so Call of Duty did so much for me as a foundational essential. I've been playing since like 2021 now, so it's almost like 2 years I've been playing. And I think for just that span of time, I learned so much on how to play. I've gotten better, but I'm still like, I'm not nowhere near all these people. But it does provide a confidence, and it provides like an inspiration. And I create like shorts content on another YouTube channel that I have multiple YouTube channels now, and that actually gets good views too, and it's fun. It's just short videos that I like to do also. And again, the most humbling thing about it is that it altered my career a lot. It helped me make a massive decision to either get back on the road and travel more often, or to be able to just stay home and do stuff like this. And I felt that I would rather stay home and do stuff like this now. It keeps me safe. It keeps me around my family, my immediate family, and I'm able to just do what I enjoy now. And I think I could always thank Call of Duty for that. Now I know it gets shitted on big time. Like Call of Duty has its hackers, Call of Duty has everything, but it's something that like you could just play. It's a fun frustration that's like a love-hate, and it's cool. It's so cool, and it's taken me on an adventure already, and I haven't even really hit that much. But it's helped me grow kind of like a subscriber count now. And it's helped me grow my TikTok account now. And it gives me just another option to just like toy around with and create. The full essence of everything is just to be able to create is what I was really admiring with the whole Call of Duty movement. And so it's something that was cool. Since Warzone, I literally now I play Battlefield's a great game. I play it on Xbox Cloud Gaming at work. I don't get Call of Duty Cloud Gaming because I know Xbox just bought out Activision, and so you'll be able to later do that. But with Xbox Cloud Gaming, I get all the Battlefields, and I get Halo, and Halo is still very fun on there, but it's just so different versus Call of Duty and Warzone. Especially, I think Modern Warfare 2 is a great game too. I think Warzone 2.0 is really great for what they're doing. I still feel the fluidity in it, which is incredible. And yeah, so I feel that it's something that, you know, a lot of people should look into if you haven't really taken a deep dive into Call of Duty, like playing Warzone, playing multiplayer, and really grasping on to the fluidity of the gameplay and how fast it is at TTK. Also, it's something that I think should never be overlooked. I think for a casual gamer, especially someone who wants to get straight to the point, I'm someone who just like really works my tail off a lot. Like I'm constantly creating, editing, working, hustling. And I still travel a little bit, and within all that time, I just want to sit down and jump in a game. So Call of Duty does that perfect for me. As soon as you get the foundation of the learning curve of the game, like you can just jump in, you play, you're able to destroy some people. Sometimes you're gonna get destroyed really bad. There's some mad people in here that got skills. But overall, it is so fun, and I love how straight to the point it is. At the end of the day, we live in a fast life now, especially with social media and everything. Everything was scrolling and swiping and everything. That Call of Duty literally is the answer to all of that, and it literally helps me out and like just get to the point. Like I want to jump in a game and I want to start lighting folks up, and it's cool. It actually gives me an opportunity to, especially if you get the right angles. Like what I said, I'm a 0.6 KD, and so when I'm playing against harder people, I notice when I do get to kill them or get an advantage on them, it's because I just built my strategy around them. Like I probably throw like a couple of decoys or some proximity mines, or I rotate different ways. And I noticed that I just outsmart them a little bit more versus just my my gunfights, because my gunfights can get real sloppy at times. And I think that's pretty cool. And then also just failing, like just failing and losing all the time. It's just been incredible for me because it allows for me to like, make funny content. And then it also allows for me to make wholesome content like this. So I would say that if you haven't played Call of Duty, definitely play, especially since the Warzone 2.0 is out. Don't fall too behind on it. I fell a year behind, and therefore up until this point, I had played catch up. Like I was late to Modern Warfare, the remake right before this one, and then I was late to Warzone. So my promise to myself was to be on time, so I can probably record and document like my skill level from here onward. And yeah, so I was late, so I had been playing catching up so much, and that was pretty fun too though. So it kind of had to double my skill level to get to where I was at, and that made it even much more fun as an adventure. So Call of Duty really did take me on an adventure, and it changed my whole life. I don't travel as much anymore. I'm able to just stay home, do what I enjoy, and it keeps me safe. It keeps me out of trouble. And this is a Friday night right now, man. It's Friday night. It's about like 9 o'clock. And I'm just playing Call of Duty at home. I'm still on the menu right now, obviously, but I just wanted to just give y'all some insights on why I feel that it did change my life. Because at these times, I'd either be like on a plane or I would be just traveling. Or I'll probably be out at the clubs. Or I'll be doing like shit I'm not supposed to be doing, chasing women and all that all day. And instead, like, I'm here just gaming, man. It's dope. And creating at the same time. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it can change everything, man. So I think I really advise someone that has a full life and only has so much limited time to have free, jump into some Call of Duty, man. It'll really change your life. For real. Just wanted to share that with y'all. So hit me up with a thumbs up, subscribe. I would love to have y'all. If you have notifications on, man. I do just have tons of content. Just wanted to share this randomly with you, just to kind of storytell and change up the content a little bit. But I'll hit you up soon. You know.